Hey guys, what's up? It's Amerie, a long time no see. So I wanted to do a quick update, and actually I want to do this with as little editing as possible so I can like whip this up and put it up on the channel. We'll get to that in a second as far as like editing. But hello, how are you guys? I just wanted to do a quick update because I wanted to share with you a new channel that I just started. I know you're like, oh, a channel, and you're like here sporadically, but this is a totally different kind of channel. It's called, I'm like, wait, why am I drawing a blank? It's because I like know that like you're not gonna edit this, so like it's making me extra nervous. Okay, so, or not nervous, but more kind of like, well, I guess a little nervous because you just don't want to have. It's not nervous about being in front of you guys. It's more of being nervous about not being able to take out all the extra things like the ums and then long pauses in which I'm thinking, etc. Anyhow, I'm gonna just bear with me. We're gonna just go with it. So it's a new channel called Study Right with me, and it's actually the with me was added because my husband was like, you should be with me because there's so many study with me. I'm gonna have to edit this. I need to collect my thoughts. Okay, so the new channel is called Study Read Write with me. M-I, because one of my middle names is Me from my mom because her name is Me Sook. So my name is Me and also Marie, so me, Marie. So it's Study With Me, a play off of the Study With Me videos. And the reason why I created this channel, Study Read Write With Me, is because, okay, basically having a baby, you know that I've had a baby. It's just, I used to do not writing days all the time with my friends because they're like all over the place. But one of my closest friends we would write together when she lived here, now she doesn't. So we would have to like do these kind of like remote writing days where we can use the computer, Google, whatever, FaceTime, and that really worked great. However, because it was like harder to like schedule in my times of when I would write, I'd write like in 4-hour chunks, but it might be like really late at night, or just I wasn't really sure what the day would look like. So I kind of got in the habit of not doing them, and then I kind of like missed that feeling of writing with someone, whether it was in person or whether they're on FaceTime, but then they didn't have that, and I didn't always need it all the time, but I kind of just like missed that camaraderie feeling. So, long story short, I somehow found this corner. Did that stop recording? Okay, good. Somehow found this corner on the internet where they do study with me videos or even read with me videos, and a lot of people do reading vlogs, and I'm not mad at reading vlogs, but I rarely watch them because I just want to read and then want to know what someone thought about the book. But a lot of reading vlogs end up being all about that person's life and what they're doing that week and just like random things not related to that, which is okay. A lot of people love it, but that's just like not my bag. So I don't really watch those. But there are reading with me videos where you just watch the person read. You're not really watching them. What you're doing is you're reading and then you have them reading as well. So you feel like you're not reading by yourself, which I tried that one time. That was interesting. My husband was like, that's kind of like, okay. But I was like, no, seriously, what it is, it's like my attention span is just, it's been so fragmented for years, especially like checking our phones, Instagram stuff, internet, whatever it is. But do you notice how you'll do something that requires your full attention for a long period of time? This doesn't really happen with me when I'm writing because I'm just like, shoo. But when I'm reading something and maybe there's a lull in there somewhere, maybe just whatever it is, I can usually go about 15 pages or 20 pages before I'm checking my phone for something. Oh, what email did I get? Oh, let me check, what do people think about this book on Goodreads? I might go on Instagram, although I don't usually surf Instagram actually. I never go on there for entertainment. I'm only on there when I was actually going to do something or when I wanted to see what like one of my friends were doing and make sure I like their pictures. That's really it. I don't go on there that much. But the phone was just, I don't know, it's just like habitual. You know how that whole thing, we know all about the addictive properties of social media and just using your phone in general, and how our attention spans have gotten so small that we almost have to fill it. You never see someone waiting in line and just waiting in line. They're like it's like an opportunity to check their phone. So it's like we have to be stimulated constantly. And I used to be able to read for long stretches. And I think it's been hard to read lately for me. And so I haven't seen a lot of bookish videos. It's been so hard for me to read lately because, of course with the new baby and just like wanting to be present with him. And then if that's not that, it's recording new music and just doing music related stuff or writing and revising. This chunker, which I'm so happy. I have it here actually because after I revised it, I printed it all out so I could like look at it and read it through. But I wanted to show you guys because I was like, look. One day I hope you guys get to read this. God willing. Not hope. God willing. I'm going to put that in the atmosphere and I'm going to claim it. I'm going to claim it now. So that's really going well. I'm really excited about that. And my agent has that. So we are working on that. But yes, so between writing and because of the new baby and this the time that I have is like boom, writing. But reading has always been like a big part of my life. So even when I was writing, no matter what, it was like the time was divided between reading and writing. Like Stephen King, I don't know if he still does it. He would do 4 hours of reading, 4 hours of writing. And he was like, no matter what, it's just, that's that time. You're learning, you're feeding the well, you're still learning your craft, even if you don't realize it. And it's true. So I was really bummed that I didn't get a chance to read as much. But part of, I think, what the problem was is when I would have the opportunity to read, especially because our attention has been fragmented, but especially because I was just so used to balancing. A lot of you new parents know what I'm talking about, that multitasking, or you're not really multitasking, but you're more like trying to fit everything in and have the food ready for the baby, and then and you can have the laundry done, and you can have this done, and then you'll go do this, and while the baby's napping, you can go take care of this, which would be great because you can prep. It'll be prep for dinner later, and it's all these things that combined with the phone, it was just hard for me to sit down and read and for anything to grab my attention, which was sad for me. So that's kind of the reason why too. I was like, oh, these little, they call them ASMR videos, because it's all about that stimulation and that you hear the paper, you hear all these things that are very soothing, whether it's a voice or sound, paper, typing, people talking like this, which, I guess that can be okay. That seems to work for the baby. But I decided to try that first with the study with me, because then I could feel like, okay, they're studying and I'm writing, so it's kind of that feeling of camaraderie. And then I tried it once for reading, and I actually found that it did work because, one, my phone was occupied with this video. So I'm reading, I'm hearing pages turning, which to me is a wonderful sound. Sometimes I read to the little Rain app as well, and that really helped me a lot. And it helped me to not be distracted. I know it can seem really strange when people like doing this. Anyhow, I thought that was really cool, and I was like, actually, I want to make my own videos. I would like to make, write with me, aka study with me, because they're kind of one and the same. If someone's writing a book, or whether they're writing a term paper or an essay, or whether they're taking notes and they're writing revisions, it's kind of the same thing. Write with me, study with me. It's going to feel the same to the person who's watching, as well as read with me videos. So that's how Study, Read, Write with Me came about. So I now have that new channel. If you guys are looking to have someone to read with, to feel like you don't really watch the video necessarily, you're kind of just like having it there, so it feels like someone else is doing what you're doing. So if you're looking for someone to read with you, if you're trying to block out reading time, no matter what you're trying to read, but you need that quiet time to just stay focused, this channel may be for you. My channel, I'm so excited. I'm very excited about it. Very excited about making a channel in which, and sometimes you don't even see me, because at first I wasn't sure if I would just do this completely just not as me, but just any person just making this video. So I was like, I think it might just be anonymous, and so that's why you don't like see my face, but you see my body and everything. And I personally find that when I'm watching some of these, I like when I don't see the person, because the book or the thing that they're doing fills the screen more. So when you're watching it in your peripheral, you just see more of another person looking at a book versus looking at that person. But I'll mix it up. It'll be like, we'll see. Sometimes I think I'll be on there, and sometimes you won't necessarily see my face. I'll be reading, writing. It'll be with music. Sometimes I'll use like Rain. I think mostly it'll be without music, but if you guys like music, let me know which kind of works for you too, and I'll know kind of like what to do. I'll have different like playlists that you can watch with or without music, etc. And so definitely subscribe. I find them really helpful if you're a student and you're working on something, or if you're a writer, if you're doing anything that requires you to sit down at a desk and kind of read or write or do any kind of computer work, I think this can be really helpful. So welcome. Yes, Study, Read, Write with me. I will link it so you can subscribe. Yeah, so I've just been writing a lot, balancing motherhood. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's like you have more fun with them every day, like as they get older. But at the same time, I'm missing him as a newborn, even though we're having more fun. And he started walking at, I think, 10 months. He started walking at 10 months, and now he just turned 13 months. So he's just like all over the place, but it's great. And he wants to do everything himself. Like, but he's always been like that. Yesterday he brushed my teeth. He was like, I mean, I had to still do it, but he was like, I was like, thank you, baby. So it was great. What else? Music, it's too early to discuss something it's in the works, so it's early days. I won't say anything too much about that now, but I'm excited about it. It's early days. What else? Oh, if you guys are looking for a great book, hopefully this is up here. The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. This comes out, it says 9/17, but it's actually coming out now in, I believe, October. Darn, when's it coming out? It got moved, but it's very buzzy. The Grace Year, this is great. I've been in a little bit of a reading slump. I've been picking things up. It's not necessarily that things aren't that good or anything. It's just that my mood, I don't know. Although one could argue, you know, they weren't enough to grab me. And when you're in a reading slump, a lot of times what it is that your threshold for anything that won't grab your attention right away is so low that if it's just not grabbing you, you're just like, nope, next. You just don't have a high level of tolerance for, I don't want to say boredom, but for something that just doesn't snag you. So those are books, there are lots of books that I picked up, put down, and I will get back to them. But this grabbed me immediately. I think this might be a modern classic. I think we might have a new modern classic. It's The Lord of the Flies meets The Handmaid's Tale. I think that definitely, it's a succinct way of saying what it is. It's basically a place in which young girls are, when they reach the age of 16, they go through their grace year, and all the girls are shepherded out to this island where they have to be by themselves for a whole year. And when they come back, they're like, fingers are missing, bloodied, a lot of the girls are dead, all this stuff. You don't know what happens, but they come back and they know their place in this world. And then of course they perpetuate it to the next generation. But it's fascinating. Like, I was reading it, I took it to the hair salon, I was at a red light. My baby was not in the car, it was just me. I was at a red light and I picked up the book and I was like, no, wait till you get home, Amerie. Wait till you get home. So I'm almost finished, and I think this may be a modern classic. This is The Grace Year. You guys pre-order this by Kim Liggett. Yes, it's one of my favorite reads of the year, and it's great because I was seriously thinking my reader brain was broken, and it's obviously not, so I'm excited. It's got me back into wanting to like devour books again. And what else was I going to tell you guys? So, yes, I guess that's it. We covered it. My new channel, make sure you subscribe if you're interested in checking it out. And yeah, it's kind of like your study buddy. I'm like your virtual study buddy. I'll be your reading buddy and your encouragement, your motivation if you've got things to do and you need to get it done, and we can do it together. So I'm getting really into those now. And what else? I think that's it, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully have some news about some stuff. In July, I have 2 shows coming up. It's going to be it's Femme It Forward. Brandy, Monica, Maya. The LA bill is fantastic, and I think I'm also going to be in San Francisco as well. I'll let you know when it's closer to that time. But that's what's going on here. Make sure you subscribe. Oh, I've got a cool giveaway coming soon too, so make sure you check my Instagram or be up on my Instagram very soon. Keep checking that out. Sorry I smacked in your ear again. Sorry about that. Hope you guys are great. I miss you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Hopefully when I come back, we will be able to have some great conversations about some books, and let me know what you guys are reading, etc. All that stuff. Don't forget to like the video. If you liked it, please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Make sure you comment below about anything. Just tell me what's up with you, and also subscribe to Study, Read, Write with me. And I will be so happy to see you guys there as well. Bye! I smacked again. Sorry. Bye!